Right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Motive Racing YouTube channel. We are here for the fourth round of the Touring Car Championship here on the PlayStation 4 and 5 here on Project Cars 2. And obviously round 4, but races 7 and 8 of the season. We're at Brands Hatch on the GB circuit tonight on the traditional Brands Hatch circuit, not the Indy configuration, which we think we're going to be doing for the final race, but talks are in the air about switching the final race of the season. Due to the fact that Brands Hatch is taking up 2 races on the calendar, we believe that Silver did to try and prize the final race away from Brands Hatch and actually and run on the classic layout for the final race of the season. That's what we believe. The talks are in the pipeline, but nonetheless, we're here tonight at the circuit and I'm at, okay. It should be right now. Should be a bit sorted now. Oh, it's Aussie.
It's got worse.
Sorry, mate.
It's got worse.
Has it?
Yeah.
What about now?
Carry on speaking and I'll tell you.
So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're just watching WSRCJ as he's coming up towards the end of the little back straight. He's just been overtaken there, but I think that was a light blade. Oh, is that light blade running very wide there? I think it might be. How is it now, mate? Is it alright?
Yeah, it's better.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm not touching the controller now. I'm just hands-free, sat here watching the lovely views that you're bestowing upon me. So, many of you will know, myself and Ryan are the voices of Motive Racing. We're sat here 5 nights a week, chatting about the action that we're seeing in front of us on Project Cars 2 and ACC. But obviously Ryan wasn't here last night. He actually collapsed from exhaustion, didn't you, Ryan? Last night.
Where was this? Last night? No. I just I've had 2 really late nights and
he's had a bit of a mad couple of days.
I've literally had 8 hours sleep in 2 days.
Yeah,
and going to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, being up for 6 o'clock in the morning for work just didn't bode well with me. So yesterday I said I'm gonna have half an hour sleep, and the half an hour sleep ended up being 4 hours because I fell asleep at 6 and woke up at 10.
Well, we're both in a similar boat because I'm feeling absolutely sort of worn out and exhausted. But we're all here, but both here every night for the near enough every night for the sim racing on the PlayStation platform on ACC and Project Cars 2, and we love doing what we do. But we're both absolutely shattered at the moment, so apologies. Apologies if there's anybody who's expecting a very professional sounding stream tonight. But unfortunately, I'm just exhausted. All right, I've probably had about. I'm in a similar boat to Ryan, right? I've probably had about 12 hours sleep over the last 4 days combined. And that's no joke, literally. That's probably how it is. And we're currently just struggling a little bit, but we are going to try and cover the action in as much glory as we possibly can. We've got Lightblade currently sat at the top of the leaderboard here, just under 4/10 of a gap to WSRCJ. As WSRCJ is coming up towards the line. Can he knock Lightblade off of his perch here as he comes up towards the line? No, he can't. And WSRCJ may have to settle for second place here, but that's a very strong lap time there from Lightblade at 1:28.2, which has put him top of the leaderboard for now, as we're currently watching John Boy coming towards the end of the first sector here. So the qualifying session's done. The drivers can now finish the lap that they're currently on at this moment, and then once they've finished that lap, that will be it. They will be done, and obviously there will be no further chances here. So John Boy just coming down under the bridge towards the right-hander at the end of the back straight, and he's now got just a half a lap left to go here to try and stake a claim to pole position. He's 4 turns over the pace. Always he's very wide there. Got a little bit onto the grass there. Just I think we're struggling to get the car turned in. Also to stay off that curve. That can ping you out wide, but he's kept off of it very nicely. We're going very wide, using every inch of the track, almost getting onto the grass, right on the edge of the wide lines. Cuts the inside of that corner a little bit there, up towards the final couple of corners here for John Boy. He's currently 3rd in this session as he goes ever so wide there, kicks a bit of the grass up. Wouldn't have lost him too much time as he's now up towards the final corner. John Boy has got a lot to find here. Can he find it? Can he find half a second on this final lap of the session? Our former touring car champion, 2-time champion of the touring cars here at Motive, up towards the line. What is it going to be? No, he doesn't improve. He bins it over the line as he gets there. So that is that then for the session. And Aussie Albie, oh no, Aussie Albie disconnected. Aussie Albie disconnected. Oh no. Oh no, executive decision is going to have to be made in a second, I'm sure. Right, so anyway, Lightblade taking pole ahead of WSRCJ, followed by John Boy in third, Cobb fourth ahead of Nick Villa in fifth, Flaky in P6 ahead of Mike Gaming, who will start in seventh ahead of Thomas in eighth, followed by Alvaro Alfonso in P9. Connor will start 10th, and DJ Phil in P11. Now, I suppose we're left with a bit of a difficult decision here. Do we restart for Aussie Albi, or do we continue on? Difficult decision here. Do we restart for Aussie Albi, or do we continue on? Would like to restart it. What do you reckon we should do, Ryan? Do you reckon we should jump back in the lobby, read out the grid order?
Well, it's going to be...
I'm inclined to do it. I'm inclined to.
The formation lap, though.
Yeah, but these guys know what to do anyway.
We could do.
Connor said Charlie GC'd as well. Charlie couldn't get in the first place. I'll tell you what.
Well, yeah, we'll have to do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Right,
guys, we are going to restart. So I've got the grid order here in front of us. So we are going to just jump out now and get this going again. Oh, it won't let me leave.
Just you'll have to quit the session, mate.
I can't. If I quit the session, the stream ends.
I don't know what we're meant to do then, mate. But yeah, we've had 2 disconnects.
Right, if anybody's listening to the stream, everybody jump out, everybody bail out. Can we get the message across that we're going to abort this start and we're going to go again, because we are missing a couple of drivers. But I'm sure we'd all like to see in this first race, we're going to do a manual formation lap for this sprint race. So guys, if we can just all jump out and retire to pit box ASAP, everybody please retire, and we will get this ready as soon as possible.
Oh, we're having a bit of a technical track.
No, it's just what happens when people retire. Hopefully they should get the message. I mean,
DJ Phil,
quite clear.
Alfonso, John Boy.
Yeah, I think it's quite clear what we're doing here. So
we've got John Boy, we're just waiting on DJ Phil.
Yep. Phil, if you can retire to the pit box, please, buddy, and then we can get a new lobby up.
Yep, we've done that now.
Lovely. All right. In fact, we probably don't even need to do a new lobby. To be fair, we can just stay in this one, can't we? All right, everybody, jump back in the session if we can. So if you left, just jump back in. We can stay in the same one. Right, Ryan, game chat. Let's go.
Hey.
Just for future reference, Ryan, anything like that happens, it'd be a lot easier for one of you boys just to come into game chat and tell us all what's happening.
We can't. When we're in spectate, it doesn't let us. It blocks the spectate from the game chat.
Okay.
Oh no, is my game fucking frozen? Oh, no, it's unfrozen. Thank God. Thank God.
Just reset the lobby, Andy. It'd be a lot easier, mate. Send all the invites back out again.
Yeah, that's fine, but we don't need to make a new one though.
Someone was saying beforehand about turning up at 1:45.
Yes. I heard that.
I'm just repeating what was said, mate. Don't shoot the messenger.
Who wants to snitch?
Alright, Charlie, we need Charlie, and then we're ready. Charlie's won the lottery here because he actually gets to race both races now.
If any of you want to snitch on who said called up. So is all of us getting 2 points then for pole position then?
That pole position was mine fair and square.
Yeah, Lightblade gets the 2 points.
Don't be
You
like
get
that,
2
Lightblade.
points for it.
Lightblade gets the 2 points, yeah.
There's no point.
Alright,
No points for pole position.
where the fuck is Charlie, man? What? Why isn't he joining? I don't
It's only
understand.
Cleos, is it?
It's only 2 points for the fastest lap of the race.
It's pole 2 points only in Cleos.
No, it's in all series. All series.
Fastest lap in.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the
what I thought
fastest
last
lap, but it's for the fastest lap in the race. It's not qualifying.
Ah, right. I thought you get 2 points for qualifying as well.
Well, that's why I need to put in the chat. 2 points.
Fuck then. Went twice right.
I wonder, I don't know if Andy said that, but...
He did in the chat and in the
Yeah, he
PC
put
chat.
it in the, he just put it in the chat and he's like, well,
2 points formation lap.
that means all of us should have bloody 2 points in for every time you go.
Oh,
Andy?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, why would everyone need to get 2 points, Jay?
For prior races.
I don't understand. What the fuck is happening with Charlie?
Lightblade's got 2 points for that bloody pole position.
Because he qualified on pole.
Was there 2 points given in the last race for pole than the race before?
No, never.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Ryan said.
Okay.
Said we have, there's no pole points.
Oh, right, okay, no, fair enough then. Maybe not. I thought it was just... is it just fast as that, Ryan? Is it just fastest lap that poles give... that you get the points for? Bonus points? I don't know what the fuck I don't know where the fuck he's gone. But, I can't even get my fucking words out tonight. Right, okay, so we got... Alright, grid order is going to be Lightblade P1, J P2, John P3, Cobb P4, Nick P5, Flaky P6, Mike P7, Thomas P8, Alfonso P9, Connor P10, DJ Phil P11, and then P12 is going to be Aussie Albie, P13 is going to be Charlie. I guess we're going to have to, yeah, we're going to have to have a bloody practice session. Oh, for God's sake. At this point, we might as well do another quali.
Yeah, all I can do is apologise for that, guys.
No, mate, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Alright, we're going to stick with what we were going. We're going to stick with the formation lap. We're going to stick with the formation lap.
24 hours.
Boys, I tell you what, right? Jump in the party chat. There's a group chat. Everybody just jump in that because let's just go straight into the race. If any of you people want to chat, just jump in the party chat.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Is everyone in it? I think. Let me just double check. I think Mike's not in it. Let me just add him to it. Right, let's go. Let's get this underway. What a day.
Alright, mate, I've just come back.
What a day. Okay, there's only 12 people in the race. Oh, Charlie Goff's not there. I don't know about you, but I've just got a vantage point of Charlie Goff's name with a tree.
I've got Charlie Goff and the Pitbull. No longer.
So JR there in the comments saying, let's go Ryan and Lightblade. Guys, apologies for the little delay getting things underway here. We had a few technical difficulties and disconnections, but we have got 12 cars on the grid up. We're unfortunately missing Charlie Goff here as he seems to have disconnected again. So unfortunately we won't be having Charlie Goff for this sprint race of the night. But JR obviously getting behind Ryan and Lightblade. Ryan's actually in the commentary box alongside myself at the moment, JR, but Lightblade is out on the track. And we'll be starting this one on pole position. It's going to be a manual formation lap in the order that they qualified in. And Lightblade obviously nabbing the pole there in that in the qualifying session. Actually not nabbing it, he took it by 4/10. So Lightblade taking a really strong pole position lap in that qualifying session just gone. But Ryan, fantastic job from Lightblade. Do we reckon he can convert this and really start to score some wins in this Touring Car Championship?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm so tired and drunk.
Mate, I feel the same. I'll come to you when the race is on. Then you've got something to react to.
I'm 2 pints down and I'm on a third bottle. And I'm on a bottle.
You only had 2 pints?
Yeah, but I've also not eaten much today, so it's hit me a lot harder.
Well, here we are anyway, we're about to go for this manual formation lap, so we're not going to be going straight into the race here. We've got Stephen there, obviously Archie in the comments there going, I've still got nightmares of Lightblade hunting me down last night on ACC. To be fair, mate, I think you had P4 in the bag, but Lightblade was coming at you. Lightblade got quite unlucky before the pit stops. Has somebody not readied up? Oh, what the fuck's going on? So, why is somebody not readied up, man? Like, how hard is it? I'm not pissing around anymore. So we got JR saying, I'll have nightmares of Lightblade all the time, never racing related. Stephen Archibald saying, hey JR, I hope you're well, mate. Ryan's like 12, so beers hit different. Okay.
I'm not 12. I'm actually, if you change the numbers,
you swap the numbers around. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, literally.
So you change the numbers the other way around. I'm actually old enough to drink, and I am the legal age of drinking.
He's actually old enough to drink anywhere in the world, even the US of A.
I am. I only remembered that the other day.
Yeah. So you can actually go to America and drink.
Someone actually said to me on my birthday, when you're now legal to drink in the Americas.
Yeah, even as little as a month ago, you wouldn't have been allowed to drink if you'd gone to America.
Actually, funny enough, it'll be a month on Tuesday.
Oh my god. He's growing up so fast, boys. But you've got JR in the comments that says, babyface assassin. I didn't know you were a hitman. Yeah, I didn't know you were a hitman.
Honestly, there's a photo of me in the Run DJC chat, and I am I'm such a baby face. I think I'm actually the youngest member of the team.
Also, I want to say early happy birthday to Stephen Archibald. He says it's actually his birthday tomorrow. Archie, all the best for your birthday tomorrow from the Motive Racing channel, and hopefully you have a good one, and yeah, hopefully you can get a victory next week in the GT3 League to celebrate. But last night was actually a really good result for Archie, to be fair. He was P4, but he did actually come close to a podium. He did get pole in the qualifying, so he did a really good job yesterday, but unfortunately couldn't celebrate his birthday with a win last night. But nonetheless, we're about to go racing here at Brands Hatch for the first race of the night here in the touring cars. I think we're underway. Yep, foot to the floor. Lightblade leads coming into Paddock Hill Bend ahead of Jay. You got John there ahead of Cobb, followed by Nick Levillas, the Flaky running in P6 ahead of Mike Gaming. You got Thomas, Ava Alfonso, Connor, and Ozzy Albi at the back. But Mike Gaming is currently side by side with Flaky down towards Paddock Hill Bend. Flaky around the outside. Mike Gaming's looking down the inside. Can he make the move? He manages to make that one stick very nicely there. Thomas now looking around the outside of Flaky. Flaky moves across. Oh, and he squeezes Thomas into the wall there. Big slide from Flaky as he comes through turn 3. But you can see Thomas has lost a few places down to P10. That has not gone at all well for him as Ozzy Albi's side by side with him there. Oh, and we've got a McGann off. And Lightblade off.
Down to P4.
Yeah, he loses out a couple of places there. John Boy and Cobb into second and third.
Under pressure from
Nick the Villa there up into P4. So Nick the Villa's capitalised on that moment there from Lightblade. J-Lo leads ahead of John Boy, followed by Cobb, Nick, Lightblade still in P5. He just needs to get his head back in the game and keep it together because he's still in a good position in this race. JR says we're going to teach him how to shave soon. Run DJC Academy in reference to Orion there.
I'll be shaving ready.
As Ozzy Albi's on the back of Connor here. Connor goes deep there and he's gone onto the grass a little bit. Now Ozzy Albi will look to the outside, but Connor holds it. Oh, Ozzy Albi tries to go around the outside. Bit of contact there between the two of them, and Ozzy Albi's onto the gravel, and that's going to allow Thomas up into P8 as now we can see Alfonso moving through up into P9 ahead of both of them. Connor and Ozzy Albi well off at the back of the pack, and that has gone absolutely horrifically for both of them. What a shame. But nonetheless, Jay is out the front leading this race as Ozzy Albi's going to come into the pits and get that damage repaired by the looks of it. So in he comes to get that sorted out, and that is going to be a frustrating start to this sprint race there for both of those two. But Connor continuing on his way, Ozzy Albi into the pits at the end of lap 2. As we can see, John Boy looking to the inside there, feigning to make a move on John Boy. John Boy fading to make a move on Jay. But Jay not taking the bait at the moment. He's just holding firm and not getting too phased. He knows that John Boy can't throw too much at him at this point, so he's just keeping it calm. He knows that he can't really get forced into a mistake, but he's now defending the inside, coming down to the end of the back straight. John Boy is hunting him here on lap 3 of this race. You've got Cobb right on the back of him as well within 0.6 of a second. A bit of a gap back to Lightblade, who's got ahead of Mike Gaming up into 4th place. But these three leaders, Jay, John Boy and Cobb, are starting to stretch away from the rest of them here. And Lightblade might now start reeling them in a little bit. Now he's in some clean air. But Mike Gaming has got heavy pressure from Nick Lavilla in this battle for P5.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Mike's trying to close in on the championship. I mean, he hasn't been a full-time competitor. He's had some okay results, and he's not really that bad in this championship.
Yeah, as we saw Mike Gaming looking to the inside there on Nick Lavilla coming in towards the final corner, but a little bit too far back at the moment to make anything happen. You can see Flaky in the background watching this unfold, but you're currently seeing Abo Alfonso there, who's running in P9 in this race, and he's all by himself with no one really around him at this point. But John Boy there still hunting the back of WSRCJ. Cobb still trying to stick to them, but he's lost a bit of time over the last lap or so. But Jay's just doing what he has to do at this point. We've got we're currently watching the stream, guys. Smash the like button if you're enjoying the stream right now. Nick Lavilla was a little bit wide there coming out of turn 3. Mike Gaming was also wide, and he's lost out now to Flaky. So Flaky is up into P6.
Oh, actually, I was incorrect. This is Mike's first race in the Clio, in the touring cars.
Yes, it is indeed. As we can see, Jay just tagging a little bit of the grass up there as he came through that right-hand bend. John Boy's still trying to force him into a mistake, but you're right, Mike races in the Clios and the GT5s. He doesn't usually race in the touring cars. I invited him because I know he's on SLP, so it'd be easy to add to the sort of the point standings. But he's obviously racing in the touring cars for the first time here tonight, as Jay was really wide coming through the penultimate corner, but John Boy just trying to suss him out a little bit here. These two have gapped Cobb ever so slightly over the course of this lap so far, and maybe Jay has just started to eat the gap out to John Boy a bit. Jay and John Boy trying to up the tempo, and they pulled away from Lightblade by over 4 seconds now. So these top 3 obviously didn't have the pace of Lightblade in the qualifying, but in the race, Lightblade just does not seem to have the pace that he had in the qualifying. But Lightblade's still got Nick on the back of him right now. Flaky has dropped off of them just a tad. He's still got Mike Gaming on the back of him at the moment, as there is Lightblade. He's trying to fend off Nick Lavilla, and that's going to be the last thing he needs. He needs to try and chase after the top 3 in front of him. Obviously, pole position in this race, it's not done him too much good so far in this sprint race. As we currently got 11 of you watching, smash the like button, guys, if you're enjoying tonight's stream and enjoying the action that these guys are putting on, as we got currently Nick now in the slipstream here on Lightblade down to the end of the back straight, but he's too far back to make anything happen there. You've got Flaky and Mike still in the background there, running in P6 and 7. The top 3 though, Jay, John Boy and Cobb, separated by 1.2 seconds. But Nick, massive slide there as Lightblade goes wide and rides over that bump a little bit on the exit of the track, and you can see Nick now looking underneath but can't make anything happen there. Lightblade though really struggling, and he's ever so wide there onto the grass. Nick might try and cut him back here coming to the penultimate corner. Once again the door seems to be slammed shut there from Lightblade, but in the background there you could see that was Mike getting ever so wide behind Flaky, but kept it on the track just about. But these two, Lightblade and Nick, are still fighting it out, and they're losing time to the top three as we speak. The gap is down to 0.3 of a second at the front.
Cobb slightly dropped off there, but it will be a battle between John Boy and Jay, the two drivers that have been battling against each other in multiple classes and multiple races. As we saw on Monday night, we saw John Boy take the lead of the Clio Cup at Monaco. Can John Boy have something to say to Jay this week here as well?
Yeah, John Boy having little looks everywhere, just trying to suss Jay out. He's been doing this for the entire race so far. These two have a lengthy rivalry. They have a lot of history together. They know each other very well. Oh, it's Jay wide, very wide there. John Boy will be watching this, and this will be giving him some comfort. He'll definitely be, I think, feeling a bit more confident seeing these mistakes. Jay again there ever so wide, and that's going to be really costing him a lot of confidence at this point. My hiccups are really coming in, and my acid reflux is killing me right now. My eyes are watering. I'm in agonising pain.
About the championship.
Jesus Christ.
John Boy so he could finish in second here. The championship by 2 points.
Yeah, he certainly would. So he just needs consistency at the moment. Consistent ordering for John Boy at this point. Noticing on the latency issues at this point. Hopefully these sort themselves out. I do believe we are wired to the PS4. We are experiencing some clear latency issues at this stage. So just bear with us, and hopefully those will subside. Those because I'm streaming straight from the PS5 to YouTube, and as I say, it's plugged in to the router, so there shouldn't actually be any issues at all. The exact reason is behind that, but it seems to have calmed. Well, every time I think it's calmed down, it comes back.
John Boy just sitting all over the back of Jay here. Is he on the outside? But this is the only battle we've got other than Lightblade and Nick Davila. All over the back of Lightblade into Paddock Hill Bend. Is Nick going to be able to get a better run through the first sector and maybe pull away?
Lightblade there really wide through Paddock Hill, ever so wide as it came up into Druids. Bit of a lock up there from Nick, but Jay's managed to gap John Boy and Cobb a little bit. He's now over 2.5 seconds clear. Cobb is right on the back of John Boy as well. So we're watching the battle between Lightblade and Nick for P4. Also, the battle between John Boy and Cobb is looking like it's heating up a bit. Flaky's now behind Thomas in P8. Flaky did briefly get ahead of Mike, but he's now lost out to both Mike and Thomas as we see Nick ever so close to Lightblade down the end of the straight, but just gets there just a little bit too late. So the stream has sorted itself out of it. It's a bit pixelated, but it seems to be running a little bit more smoothly at this point.
Lightblade's getting put under a massive amount of pressure from Nick Davila here. But we've actually got a battle further back. Well, it was.
On the back of, still has got Nick all over the back of him. Oh, this stream is just lagging like oh.
Ozzy's really not having a good race tonight. He's pitted twice. Oh, that was what. You okay, Andy?
Yeah, we're currently on radio commentary because for some reason the stream's cut out.